Mobile App Security, presented by Group 1 from Malayan College's Laguna.
A mobile application, also known as a mobile app or simply an app, is a software application designed exclusively for use on small and wireless computing devices rather than desktop or laptop computers, such as smartphones and tablets. The security in our mobile application is not a feature or benefit, it is a basic necessity. If you are an aspiring mobile app developer, then security should be a priority from the moment you start writing the first line of code, because one breach could cost harm to the mobile phone of the user and loss of credentials as the developer. Bugs and vulnerabilities are the most common problems that a mobile application can encounter. Also, these problems are the starting point most attackers use to break into an application. In addition, attackers could reverse engineer the code of the developer and tamper with it to create some backdoor to the application, and all the attackers need is a public copy of the app to start the attack.
The threat of mobile apps. Data leakage. These are typically riskware apps found in official app stores that perform as advertised, but also send personal, and potentially corporate, data to a remote server, where it is mined by advertisers, and sometimes, by cybercriminals. Unsecured Wi-Fi. Even if the hotspot you're using isn't a spoof but is just simply unsecured, hackers nearby can eavesdrop on your connection to gather useful information from your activities. Network spoofing is when hackers set up fake access points, connections that look like Wi-Fi networks, but are actually traps, in high-traffic public locations such as coffee shops, libraries and airports. Phishing attacks. SMS spoofing using over-the-air provisioning is a mobile phishing attack where a bogus text message tricks a user into clicking a link. These messages often come in the form of a system configuration update notification. Mobile spyware is software that can be installed onto a mobile phone that will allow someone else to remotely monitor activities on the phone.
Best practices to strengthen the mobile app security for developers. Write a secure code. Keep the security of your code in mind from the day one and harden your code, making it tough to infiltrate through. Debug or render securely and minify your code so it cannot be reverse engineered. Also, make sure you keep your code agile or responsive so it can be updated easily by the users. Encrypt all the data. Encryption is the best way of scrambling plain text until it is just an unclear alphabet or characters with no meaning at all to anyone, except to the developers who have the key. Deploy tamper detection technologies. This type of security is a technique to set off alerts or alarm when someone tries to tamper with the developer's code or inject malicious code in it. Also, these tamper detection technologies will make sure that the code will not function at all if modification would happen. Test repeatedly. Securing the mobile app is a process that never ends. Test the app repeatedly and fix bugs as and when they are exposed. Also, fix these bugs with each update and issue patches to make the mobile app more secured.
Here are some of the best practices to prevent our mobile devices from being attacked by malicious hackers. Download your mobile application on the official and trusted App Store, and try to avoid unknown third-party sites, because you never know if the application you downloaded has a virus in it. Although it's very tempting to use that free Wi-Fi at the public places. Anytime you connect to another organization's network, you're increasing your risk of exposure to malware and hackers. A hacker can easily access and intercept the traffic flowing over Wi-Fi to access personal sensitive information such as credit card number, bank account numbers, and passwords. Make sure that your device has a screen lock turned on that requires a password or PIN. Some of the newer devices has a Face ID or Touch ID, which makes it more convenient. By requiring user authentication, it makes more difficult for a potential thief to access the device. To further your defensive strength, you can also engage a mobile app security suite that handles much of the app monitoring, data analysis, and take down some rogue application for you.
That's all for this video presentation. Thank you.